Hey everyone, John Moran here with Solutions 8, and today we're going to be discussing how to use a custom column to create an average cart value metric. Now, this is good so that you can see kind of what is the average sales size of the people that purchase items from your website. This is specifically obviously for e-commerce. But what's nice about this is you can then use some pretty, kind of ninja tactics to identify what is going to be a good CPA versus cart value size to identify a ROAS, and what sort of automated bidding strategies you can use in order to help get you to the goal. I'm just going to dive in and I'll start showing you what I mean. So in this account, you can see that we actually just started taking this over like within the last couple of days. And what we're doing right now is simply just going to go through some short-term optimizations before we rebuild our campaigns. But you can see this campaign here actually has a loss of profit of $595. This is another custom column we created. So let me actually just going to go through what custom columns I created and why. So if you go into custom columns, we have three columns. One is return on ad spend. We just created this one here, which is conversion value divided by cost in a percent form. The next one is profit. And this client has an average of 38% profit margins. So this has a conversion value multiplied by 0.38, which is a profit margin. That happens first, obviously, because it's in the parentheses. If you remember like fourth grade math, that should be, or maybe third grade, I don't really remember. But anyway, this means that this multiplies the conversion value by the fraction of the average profit margin, and then it subtracts the cost. And the average cart value here is just simply the conversion value divided by the number of conversions, which is simply just conversions. And you should really, in e-commerce, you want to track, all points of conversion. We don't count other points of conversion inside of a Google Ads campaign, like filling out a contact form or phone call, unless they actually, lead to a sale amount. We want to see those, and we'll still measure against them, but we don't include those in the conversion column. We keep them in the all conversion column, so we can still see it, but we don't want to measure against it. So this is simply going to take the conversion value divided by the conversions, and that will make your average cart value. So let me show you how all this works. If this person in this campaign here has a $2,100 spend, they made $11,000. They have a profit of $2,086, because with 30% profit margins, you can imagine that if you have 515% return on ad spend, 273% is actually anything above 273 is profit. So you can see leftover profit here. Now here's the average cart value, and this is what I wanted to make the video about. The average cart value in brand and the average cart value in Smart Shopping is 38 and 42. Well, for this one campaign, we're looking at, here's something that's interesting. This was spending $1,350 and making $1,988. So it's basically spending $1,300, making $2,000. Well, that's awesome. But when you factor in your profit margin, you're actually losing $600 because your return on ad spend is only $147. It's below that goal. And your average cart value on this campaign is $31. Well, we have a $31 average cart value, and it takes $21 to sell the items that are in the cart. You can see how this does not equate to a profitable campaign. So what do you do with this? Well, first, obviously, you get to see exactly the true numbers that's actually happening inside of a campaign, because now you know what is making money, what is not making money, and that's why we're pausing the stuff in the short term that are not making money. But what's cool about this is you get to see $31 is the average cart value. Well, for $21.09, this needs to come down. You need to get your cost per conversion down. It was spending a good amount of money, so there's probably a lot of good impressions and a lot of good clicks and a good click-through rate. So why is this so high? Well, one of the things you could do is use a target return on ad spend model. That will work. Target return on ad spend model will work, but the average cost per conversion is going to be different for different reasons inside of each campaign. So here's one thing that you can do that is outside of target ROAS, is use a target CPA. I know that if I can get into a $10 or below, I'm over my goal and I'll leave some profit. My real goal is somewhere around $8 and something cents. So what this looks at is, if we did this, go into settings, and inside of target CPA, $9 is where I would set my target CPA if I was going to continue to run this campaign, because I want to get a feel, since it's a brand new account that we're taking over, what is my capability of using target CPA? How low can I get without sacrificing too much impressions and clicks? So why did we do a $9 CPA here? Well, if we look back at the campaigns, if you had a $9, let's do this right here. If you had a $9 cost per conversion and you multiply that by 4, what is 9 times 4? 36. So if you look at $36, that would bring pretty close to the average cart value of 31. So if you think of 400% return on ad spend, $9, you can probably do 8, which would bring it to 32. So if you want to bring it to $9 to $8, you can see your cost per conversion would be, if it was $8, would be essentially 1/4 of what the cart value is. And so that means that your target return, or your return on ad spend, would equal 400%. So using math like this is allowing you to simply identify what is my cost per conversion by campaign based on that campaign's average cart value, and reverse engineering this way, and then using a automated bidding strategy against that will allow you to have the best possible outcome to say, it doesn't really matter what the cart value is, as long as it doesn't change too much and my cost per conversion is under X, then you can actually start to scale that campaign. So I hope that this is something that is helpful for you. These custom columns are amazing because you can't just hop into Google and say, what's my profit? What's my return on ad spend? You can, but it's conversion value by cost, and some people don't understand what that is. But what's my profit margin? What's my average cart value? These aren't things that are rarely available inside of Google Ads, but now they are through custom columns and through those little formulas that I shared with you. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, send it to your grandmother, all the good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.